Welcome back to the art realm. Grab your bathing suit and some sunscreen because we are headed for the tropical paradise of the Pacific Ocean Islands. Our topic today is an example of terracotta fragments left by the Lapita people from around 1000 BCE on Santa Cruz near the Solomon Islands. The Lapita culture are thought to be the common ancestors of the Pacific Islands, the last spot on Earth to be settled by humans. The culture was named for the New Caledonia beach where the first pieces of the distinctive pottery were discovered. The ancestors of the Lapita people were skilled seafaring navigators from Southeast Asia who settled primarily on coastlines rather than inland. Pottery fragments of the Lapita people have been recovered from sites spanning thousands of miles across the Pacific from Southeast Asia through the island groups of Micronesia, Melanesia, and Polynesia. Over time, these people journeyed to many Pacific locations, including the Solomon Islands, Samoa, Tonga, Rapa Nui, known as Easter Island, New Zealand, and Hawaii. The sequential depositing of stylistically related pottery fragments in an easterly direction across the Pacific has become the pivotal evidence for when and how the Pacific Islands were populated in ancient times. In the 1950s, archaeologists used stratigraphic archaeological techniques to reveal evidence that between 4,000 and 3,500 years ago, these people set sail in their canoes, no less, near Taiwan and landed on the beaches of the Bismarck Archipelago off the coast of Papua New Guinea. When we studied the Ambum stone, we learned that local people had lived there as far back as 60 to 70,000 years ago. The Lapita are distinguishable from these inhabitants in language, genetics, and in their sophisticated seafaring capability. The Lapita are best known for their red slipped pottery, with the intricate repetition of geometric patterns and occasional anthropomorphic features, as in our example. Lapita pottery was shaped by hand and without the aid of a potter's wheel. The patterns were incised on the wet clay before firing with a comb-like stamp tool or hand-drawn with a sharp-pointed implement. Each stamp consisted of a single design element that was combined with others to form elaborate patterns. The pattern stamps included both linear and curved shapes of various lengths, as well as round forms. Although the further east the Lapita people ventured, the simpler their patterns became. Once a pot was decorated, a paste of white coral lime was applied to the pattern, which emphasized the delicate pattern. The Lapita blended reddish-brown clay with a particular type of sand to make the vessels more durable during firing. Both the type of clay and the sand are only found in certain areas of the Pacific. After forming the pot by hand and stamping the pattern in the wet clay, the pots were left to dry and then placed in open fires to harden. The descendants of the Lapita people in Fiji still make pottery this way. Most Lapita ceramics were simple bowls. Some had pedestal feet, and others were flat-bottomed vessels. We know that the pottery was generally not used for cooking because carbon residues are not found on the potsherds. Rather, the evidence suggests that much of the pottery was used for serving food. How civilized! While larger vessels were likely used for storage. In addition to vessels, a number of freestanding pottery figures depicting anthropomorphic and zoomorphic subjects have been unearthed at Lapita sites. Our example uses linear forms and geometric shapes to compose a human face. The ancient people who decorated the pots over hundreds of years and across vast stretches of ocean followed the rules of a defined and discernible design system, providing archaeologists with data to track the movement of this foundational ancestral Pacific Islander culture. Vestiges of this ancient design system are even apparent in contemporary tattooing, bark cloth decoration, and other art forms throughout contemporary Pacific Island cultures. Be sure to explore the sources I've collected for a deeper understanding of the Lapita people and their ceramics. You have now concluded AP Art History Unit 1. Congratulations! Stay tuned for videos on the 36 artworks of Unit 2, the Ancient Mediterranean, 3500 BCE to 300 CE. See you next time.